Hey everyone, today we are going to see a prep tutorial which is done in Nuke with the help of Mocha and Silhouette. We will learn the basics of Megaplate and see how we can quickly arrive in this result. As a general note, it's not a full-fledged quality output. My intention is to show you the workflow, so always improve the quality when you practice or work. Okay, here we are inside Nuke. We have the footage here and it has 250 frames. Let's do a quick playback here. You can see there are trucks which are moving and there are some indicators above this. So we will remove these trucks as well as this arrow mark illustration here. This truck will be also removed. Okay, so let's start. Let's take the OFX version of Mocha. I will say this is the best part of Mocha. We have source pipe and insert pipe here. Connect the source into the input. In the properties, click on launch Mocha. Okay, it's asking to upgrade. I'm going to skip this as of now. So this is the best part. No hassle of loading footage here. It's ready to track. Into the first frame, let's draw a spline. This looks okay for me. Here we have lots of options for tracking. I'm pretty sure we don't need shear and perspective for this shot. So moving ahead and let's track. Okay, I have forgotten something. Wait a minute, we will set the subsurface now only because of creating megaplates. Click on the align and it's done. Now let's track the footage and wait till it finishes. I think my track is pretty solid here. Let's stabilize and check. This looks perfect for me. I will adjust the subsurface a bit so that I can fit my footage inside this. It looks fine for me. For creating a megaplate, the best frame is the middle range of your whole footage. I'm going to use my 1/20th frame as my megaplate. Okay, megaplate properties. We have lots of options here to fine-tune the megaplate render. Also options to remove as well. I will probably turn on the auto step and click on render. Wow, our megaplate is done and ready to use. If it's not good, alter the properties a bit and render and try again. The auto step options and the blend options are good area where you can improve the artifacts. Also, if there are any moving objects in your shot, you can remove them using this button. This is just similar to the remove module, so make use of it whenever needed. I'm happy with this result, so we'll come here, export rendered clip and render the megaplate. There are some settings here which I think you can easily figure it out. But as I'm rendering only a single megaplate frame, I'm going to give my frames as 120. Click on OK. Come back to the track module and I'm exporting this track as well. For my prep work in Nuke, copy to clipboard, save and close. Paste inside Nuke. Let me arrange this a bit. Okay, here we have the rendered megaplate. As you can see, the resolution is different when we compare this with the input. Let's take a reformat node. In the properties, give HDS format. I forgot to set my project settings, so doing that right away, it's super important. Now we will come to the megaplate frame. When we compare here, we can see differences. You can see it is little blurry here, but it's okay, we will figure it out. Cool, let's connect the track to the plate. I'm showing the megaplate usage roughly using a checkerboard. Our setup is ready. Now let's see how our megaplate is helping us. Okay, something is missing here. It should continue all of this place, but let me check. Let's check this option in reformat node, and now you can see the plate is extended. So this workflow can help us while doing prep. Let's create a proper clean plate. Taking Silhouette OFX version inside Nuke, pretty handy tool, right? I'm also taking a road and connecting a source or reference. Let's search in Google. Okay, this looks good and fits to our shot. Here we have that image. Connecting the source pipe into this. Make sure if we connected correctly. In the properties, click on Open Interface. Let's name the project as Clean Plate. Everything seems perfect. Click on Create Project. Wow, everything is set. Deleting this roto node. As it's gonna take a while to create the clean plate, I'm gonna work silently. Skip if you don't wish to see this part. Okay, this looks kinda okay, but I know a lot can be improved here. Let's get the reference source into the clone source. I'm not sure why it's not showing up. Okay, so the problem is the resolution. Back in Nuke, let's use a reformat node and set the resolution. I think this looks nice and sweet. Let's do some CC. Looks a lot matching now. Jumping back to Silhouette. Now we have the source reference. Click on the paint node. Always follow this workflow when you have a reference for paint. Now we have to match this reference to the area in the CP. You can use the caps lock key to match it with the onion skin. It matches as per our need. Let's paint it using a large brush size. Paint out this car too. fine tuning a bit. This looks solid for me. Now we can use this large clean plate inside Nuke in an easy way. Once you are sure, just save the silhouette file and close. It will get automatically updated in Nuke. It will get automatically updated in Nuke, and we have the clean plate here. Our setup is already here, but wait a minute. Let's delete this roto which are drawn for checkerboard explanation. Now draw a spline that can cover the entire clean plate. And it looks awesome now. Let's do a quick playback and check. Okay, missed something which is basic. Use a frame hold after your clean plate. You can see now it's matching. Always make sure you are holding a frame for clean plate. This looks awesome for me. And you can see the track is also awesome, right? I know Mocha really rocks. Megaplate eases our work, right? Now let's do the normal thing for prep. Matching the mismatches of clean plate. We have a tool for setting corner pin automatically. Tutorial is already there in channel, so check it out. Select the corners and adjust. Okay, I forgot to connect this. Now you can see the adjustments. It's almost there. Make more adjustments as per the need. There are lots of areas which we can reveal back with the input. Let's use another tool here. Select the corner pin track. We have the corner pin data here. Let's convert this as matrix data and use in Roto. I have a tool for that. Find tutorial for this also in channel. Click on OK. We have the result here. Let's copy the values into the Roto node. Inside transform tab, extra matrix. Okay, now we have the exact track as the original corner pin from Mocha Pro. Let's draw a spline and reveal back the untouched part. Stay tight. Now you can see the input is revealed back easily. This step can help you to be consistent with the A over B quality. I'm gonna check the prep once. Everything seems perfect for me. I hope you all understood the use of Megaplate in prep as well as 2D comp. It looks awesome for me. We can remove this arrow as well. That's easy as we already have the source in the input itself. Let's create the basic setup. Taking a frame hold node, pre-melted using a roto. It's a bit confusing to draw exactly here, but stay with me to sort this out. Once you're okay with the prep, I'm drawing the exact shape of the arrow to reveal back maximum input. Let's blur a bit because we can see the edge is not matched. Cool, so sometimes blur won't help to cover up your mistakes. I'm going to use the same adjust corner tool to adjust the clean plate to the other frames. Stay here. Yes, now it looks absolutely matched and we painted out that arrows with ease. You can see the final output looks amazing. Follow the workflow and it's gonna be easy to prep any task. Now let's do some extra stuff in this shot to make this shot looks good. I'm gonna rotate this truck and make it run in the roads. Don't judge on this comp task here. I'm just doing some finishing touches. Once we have the truck here, let's take a frame hold node. Merging that with the input. Copying this track to get the shot movement. Let's attach the frame hold here. Cool, let's merge this. And okay, we have an issue here. I have the corner pin reference frame issue. Setting the frame using my Python tool. Now I need to place this truck into the road and animate it using transform. I will use adjust corner for that. Let's place it here. I'm going to do some transform adjustments, so stay tight. Okay, my concept worked, but not the comp. Definitely shadow is missing. I'll work out that roughly here. I think speed is also less, so we'll increase a bit. Turn on the motion blur in transform node itself, and that is must. Now it looks little more realistic. We are missing an audio here. That will add more realism to this output. I will use the same matte and will mask that with a grade node. This is for shadow. Not the right way, but it works at least for the shot in a rough way. I hope you have learned some workflow from this tutorial. Mocha Pro and Silhouette are my favorite tool for roto, paint prep and comp. Let me know about the tutorial in the comments and also if there is any other doubts. Join my Discord server for learning and discussions. Also join my YouTube as a supporter or a sponsor to support my work. Until next tutorial, see you, bye bye.